All right, we're out here on the 2017 Husqvarna 300. It's a TX300, and it's a bike that a buddy of mine and I rebuilt from the ground up. I got a deal on it and proceeded to just dump a ton of money into it, and now probably not the best deal. But the thing runs, and it runs awesome. It's a lot of fun, so here we are, gonna take it on some single track here in Arizona. It is September, so getting an early morning ride in. Highs will still be in the hundreds today, so got to get it in early, folks. Let's get her going. So we're gonna take it a little easy just because we've had some monsoons, and with those rains, the trails change a lot here. You get a lot of erosion. Trails can change extremely quickly, and I wasn't ready for that turn because I was looking somewhere else. Getting used to this bike. I came off a Beta 390 4-stroke, so this is a lot different for me. Nice to not having engine braking, so I'm going to blow through turns, I'm sure, and that's just the way it's going to be. Like that one. We'll get there. And this not a crazy technical trail, but there's some tight stuff. A lot of sharp turns. Now, I did build this bike to be a little bit more tame. It has a smart carb on it, smart carb 2, and it's a 36mm, so I know the guys that really like to rip will put 38s, maybe even a 40 in there if they're running dunes or something like that. I really wanted this just to be a mellow single track bike. We also put an 11-ounce flywheel on it. But it still rips. It's not slow. Well, see, someone else already blew that one too. And I'm not too worried about the cactuses. We got loose balls in this, so we'll just run over anything we damn well please. It's my first bike having loose balls. And so far they feel pretty good. Just want to take this thing first. Man, this thing just bugs me. Not a lot of people ride this trail. I don't know why, but the trails aren't rutted out really. I'm actually surprised I could find it with all the recent rains. But it is a ton of fun. Part is no side-by-sides back here. This bike is just so good at the slow speed, crawling up things. The 390 was awesome too. This one's a little fun, pretty steep. With a quick little turn and then straight up. No issue. Beta had no problem with that as well. I really can't say enough good things about that Beta 390. I ended up selling it recently, mostly because I got this bike, and I do have another 4-stroke that I bought with the proceeds from the Beta. But the Beta was so good at everything. If I could only have one bike, it would probably be that 390. And mine was the RR, not the race edition. So it had the sax suspension on it, which was really good. No, followed someone else's line and blown a corner again. But yeah, I mean this bike just does so well in this type of terrain. So I got another 4-stroke for flowier trails, where this would still be a fantastic bike for that. This is not a fast trail though. I've blown a few corners already just going slow, and I'm not an expert rider by any means. I've only been riding for a few years. Always wanted to get into dirt bikes, but my childhood, it just didn't work out. My older brothers both got fun toys, quads, and dirt bikes, and pretty much ruined it for me. Mom said no more of that nonsense. Then life happened. Joined the military, started a family. Next thing you know, freaking 40 years old, you never had a dirt bike. And here we are now. Living the dream. Like I said, I'm no expert here, guys. And the big chunky loose rocks, they just scare the shit out of me, to be honest with you. Taking a few tumbles on them. Just because you're scared doesn't mean you can't do it. And I'm sure all this is going to look crazy easy on the GoPro. That's just the nature of the game. I know. Still getting used to the bike. Might need to adjust the air forks a little bit. I'm not used to having air forks. I know some people hate them, some people love them. I am currently undecided. Just a little bit of arm pump going here, but that's good for you. this thing is freaking awesome, guys. What we did, when I say it was kind of a basket case when we got it, I knew it needed some work. That is part of the reason I got it. I was looking for a project and something we could put a little bit of time and effort into and have it be pretty awesome. I wanted a carbed bike just because I know how to work on them. So we looked for a 2017 to 2019 Husky or a 2017, I believe, KTM. Came across this guy, snatched it up, and we stripped it all the way down, rebuilt the shock, rebuilt the forks, new bearings and everything. We were gonna just do a top end, but when we pulled the top end off, the crankshaft had a lot of play. So we ended up splitting the case and rebuilding everything in there. Rebuilt the front caliper and the master cylinder for the brake. I did bleed the clutch, but I still have a lot of clutch drag. I know it's semi-normal. I feel like I have more than normal though. So I'm probably gonna rebuild the master cylinder first and then and just take a look at the slave cylinder. I do have the kit for that too, so if I have it apart, maybe I'll just throw it in. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, so I have a golden tire up front. Thing's awesome for the desert. Not that I'm good enough to know too much of a difference, but I do notice a slight difference from other tires I've run in the front, especially out here where you have hard pack and then loose rock on the top. And then I have a gummy on the back. This one, I have a couple of different ones. This one is the VE33, and so far it's done pretty good. Plenty of traction. It is a smaller tire than I wanted. The other one was out of stock, and so I got this guy. It seems to be doing fine. I believe it's a 110 100. Yeah, 110 100. I wanted a 120, but here we are. Make do with what you got. And yeah, well, let's get back at it. Trying to think if I've done anything else. I just rode these up because they were wearing out, so I don't actually have them on the forks, or over the bottom part of the forks, and I don't really care. Maybe I'll cut them off, but we'll see. So oh yeah, it has an FMF pipe on it, came with it. FMF full exhaust. The pipe guard on it I believe is for the stock, but so it doesn't fit quite right. Looks a little hokey, but it works. And the nice thing about these hose clamps is you just put them on and hope for the best. All right, let's do a little bit more now that my arms have my arm pump's kind of gone away. I do hear somebody else coming, so we might have to get off the trail. With the front tire for turning. I know I said that golden tire is better, and it definitely is. I noticed a difference. Maybe not a crazy amount of difference. Could just be that I'm not used to this bike. But I had the golden front on the Beta when I got rid of the stock tires, and did notice a difference then. So I thought it would be great on this bike, but maybe I was wrong. Or maybe I just suck. That's a very strong possibility. We're going to chalk it up to the suck category, not the tire. because eventually it'll dump you into a big wash, and you can keep going. I am unsure at this point if I'm going to keep going on this single track. Got other things to do today, and it's about a 30-minute, 40-minute ride back to the vehicle. So we'll see. Oops, other people blowing that up too, I see. Trying not to hit the Toya. Section of trail, but I haven't been on this one in a long time. It's pretty short. Just saw it on my way back to the car, but we can see how it is. You do not want to run into a Toya on your way back to the car. I take the wrong way. I might have taken the. I think they made out. Yeah. I keep taking the wrong line. Washed out Well guys, I think I'm just about out of battery, so I'm gonna call it. I don't know how many videos I'll post or what I'll actually do, so I don't know. Subscribe if you want, but don't feel obligated. Later.